Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you're doing fantastic. So I wanted to read some poetry of Kipling for quite some time. And since it's turning to fall, it's the perfect season to kind of have that introspective, poetic energy floating about. So I wanted to start that on the channel here. This is my second channel, Bibliophile Hermit. So go ahead and listen to this as you're washing the dishes, hanging out in your garden, whatever it is you're doing. Now this poem by Kipling is called The Undertaker's Horse. To Itchin Shu is condemned to death. How can he drink tea with the executioner? Japanese proverb. I couldn't do that, no way, man. Could you? Okay. The eldest son bestrides him, and the pretty daughter rides him. And I meet him off o' mornings on the course, and there kindles in my bosom an emotion chill and gruesome, as I canter past the undertaker's horse. So cantering is the way the horse moves, okay? Now, he gets this chilling and gruesome feeling whenever he goes past the undertaker's horse in the morning. And notice how he compared the behavior around the horse. The pretty daughter rides him, contrasting a beautiful woman who's riding essentially a killer's horse. Okay? The son bestrides him, going next to him, and also can be there as a counter check. So he did something unique here, where the female is riding the killer's horse and the male is on the side. Neither shies he nor is restive, but a hideously suggestive trot. Hideously suggestive trot. So we have canter and we have trot. He's really getting into the movements of the undertaker's horse. Professional and placid he affects, and the cadence of his hoofbeats to my mind the grim reproof beats. Mend your pace, my friend. I'm coming. Who's next? Now this is cool because you can imagine hearing an undertaker, someone who processes bodies, deals out the execution. Different undertakers had different positions, but what you're really getting at is death. Alright? And getting at the sound of the hoofs and the behavior and the movement of the horse, it's really quite telling. Oh, it's almost Edgar Allan Poe-ish in a way. Stud bred of ill omen. I have watched the strongest go, men, of pith and might and muscle at your heels, down the plantain-bordered highway. Heaven send it nearer be my way, and a lacquered box and jetty upon wheels. Now jetty means quick. Jetty upon, no, jiffy is fast, jetty is different. So look at this. Of pith and might and muscle at your heels. A stud bred of ill omen. So grim reproof beats. Stud bred of ill omen. He mentions how the trot of the horse is hideously suggestive. That he's not a lazy horse, nor overly anxious, but professional and placid. So he's really giving you a biography, a descriptive image of the horse's sounds, movements, and who interacts with them. Answer sombre breast and dreary. Where is Brown, the young and cheery. Smith, the pride of all his friends and half the force. You were at the last dread Dak. We must cover at a walk. Bring them back to me, O Undertaker's horse. Now, somber beast and dreary. And then counteracts that with the next line, the young and cheery. So we're getting emotional chill, gruesome, hideously suggestive, bred of ill omen, somber beast and dreary. You're really getting a gray, foggy, dark mood. With your mane unhogged and flowing, and your curious way of going, and that business-like black crimping of your tail, and with beauty on your back, sir, pacing as a lady's hack, sir. What a wonder when I meet you, I turn pale. Now here we get a very interesting example. The mane isn't tied up or braided or with beads in it. It's flowing. So when this horse is going with its beats, and it's a serious professional horse, black hair flowing. Even the tail has a unique crimping to it. So it's not silky smooth. It has some dents to it. Crimping is has some divots in it. That when he comes across this, he turns pale. Now, what did he say before? There kindles in my bosom an emotion chill and gruesome. And then he says, when I meet you, I turn pale. So clearly he has shown that the beast is somber and dreary, but professional, with flowing hair, and has a curious way of going that is professional and placid, and yet curious. It may be you wait your time, beast, till I write my last bad rhyme, beast. Now he's calling it a beast. Beast of burden. The burden of carrying away corpses and carrying the Undertaker himself. Quit the sunlight. Cut the rhyming, drop the glass. Follow after with the others. Where some dusky heathen smothers. Where some dusky heathen smothers us with marigolds in lieu of English grass. Oh, perchance, in years to follow, I shall watch your plump sides hollow. See carnifex gone lame, became a course. See old age, at last, o'erpower you. Now look at this. He's saying he hopes he sees the plump sides hollow, so the horse to lose weight, lose its power, lose its vigor, and then age will overcome that horse. So for now, he acknowledges that it's a somber beast, it's dreary, flowing hair, curious way of going. A good cadence, reproofing beats. It's very telling because he said here, I have watched the strongest go men, of pith and might and muscle at your heels. So he's seen this horse do his work. Now he's hoping that he sees old age overpower that horse. Very unique way to describe the Undertaker's beast of burden. You can really picture it and see how this creature has disturbed him. Contrast that with how you might look at a horse just in the field on the prairie, or a wild Mustang, right? For him, it's different. This is a different view of a horse based upon its functionality, right? So an animal can be beautiful in and of itself, but its function can change the feelings you get around it and how you hope to see it end. It's very unique. What do you think about the poem by Kipling, The Undertaker's Horse?